Well, good evening, surprise. Good evening, folks. Edwards got it right. From Mickey Mouse Club to South Beach, here we go. Nice short hop, like I said in the opening announcement. We're going to partake from Mickey World. Otherwise, to those unfamiliar with the term, we're going from Orlando down to Miami. Miami, South Beach, and all of its mayhem that happens down in Miami. We're flying in the TWA livery that American made during the um, turnover from TWA to American. And then when US Air got into the mix, um, I still am not hearing that. What is going on? Huh. But anyway, welcome in, Bad Attitude. Appreciate you coming in. I don't know why I didn't hear that. I'll have to investigate it another time. But anyway, then US Air bought out American, and that is history. So, but welcome in, welcome in. Uh-oh. You did a thing. Oh no. I think, is that safe for the audience here to hear? Anyway, we are in Zibo's 737. It has updated. Oh my goodness. Stop the presses. They updated Zibo to 4.0. Took a while, which great. Hopefully either they took a break or things were per hunky-dory. Who knows? And then 2.0 came out, and yeah. No, 2.0 has been great with X-Plane. Just some add-on aircraft that have given some great challenge. However, the challenges were actually further back down the line, not 2.0. And oh wow. Interesting. I'll get with you later on that bad attitude. But basically, he's said here in the chat that a Lua script he made that will record the out off on in times linked to the main cabin door. Wow. And not the parking brake. Ooh, what? Pushback is when the out time occurs, not when the door closes. I thought, little old me. Because they can sit there for a while with the door closed. But cool. Hey, when I hear people that are able to do these things, that's awesome. So I am not going to critique at all. It's just what I thought it was pushback when the brakes released. Really, based on when they closed the door. Wow. Because I've seen Allegiant sit door closed for quite a while. So before pushing back. Well, that's interesting. Good things we learn here at Flying with Mike. All right, so like I said, Zibo's going to take us to Miami. Let's get up in the cockpit and make that happen. All right, so we're up here. Let's bring in Sim Toolkit, take a look at how hard we're going to have to work at it today. Now, I am tinkering with the idea, and I think I'm going to just stick with VATSIM on this one. I was tinkering with doing X-Plane's ATC, see how it's working with Beta 4. So, but I think I'm going to save that for another day. So that, or I just won't fly with ATC. Yeah, that's always a possibility too. I kind of leave it up to you all what you would like to see, because we got to get the plane ready irregardless and then decide. Okay, so Sim Toolkit's up in our face here. As you can see, a very short flight. Sim Brief has it at 232 nautical miles. Our climb will be 29,000. That all sounds about right. Um, to give us somewhat of a cruise so that they can make a lot of money off all the people buying the alcohol. I mean, that purchase tickets to get on the plane. Um, oh man. But yeah, you can see we've kind of got tower, approach, center working up here in Orlando, and then nobody. So, and who knows? So let's give it a try, shall we? All right, so the payload for today is 36,800. Do I need to change that again? Hang on. Something tells me something is. Uh-oh. Well, I just hit the ident button. No, actually, we have 160 people. Wow. Okay. Sorry, I had to bounce out there and check that. Last flight I did with this, we showed 160, but we actually had like 170, and I'll show you why that happens. 8,800 pounds of cargo. Again, we'll see how this all plays out. The current game plan, I don't like it. 3-5 left. Miami runway 12. Wow, we'll have to check weather and ATIS's for that. So, but personally, I would prefer 3-6 right. I get it because we're headed to fly the Atlantic coast down. They're going to want us over on 3-5 little, what is it, left? And not sure what's going on in Miami for 1-2. All right, and it's a very simple flight. DDANY 3 to DDANY to the coastal 2 arrival. Dispatch blessed us with 74 on the cost index. Hey, they got us as high as we could probably get up to 29,000. So, hey, great flight ahead. Weather. Again, I am going to shoot for 3-6 right. Hopefully they'll give it to me. They should. In their departure notes, they do note that all 3 runways are available. And I'll explain in a minute. 060 at 13 is the wind. That's why we have north ops. 10 miles visibility and a few pesky clouds at 5,000. Now, if you look in the next line, when there is a controller with an ATIS on VATSIM at the airport, you're blessed to have this information. Otherwise, you don't get it. Bad attitudes landing in Eham. Oh my goodness. Good job. Good luck. Don't float too far. All right, so you've got it right here. Simultaneous departures, parallel runways in use, departing runways 3-6, 3-6, left and right, and 3-5 left. That's your 3 runways, the 3-6s and the 3-5 left. Expect runway assignment with digital clearance from Clarence. Information Papa. So if we come online, we could be told we're going to have a little bit of a taxi. Oh well, it happens. We've got the fuel. Down in Miami. Well, we're not going to find out, real quick why. But 040 at 10, gusting to 17. 10-mile visibility. Now, maybe this was just for a short stint. Miami would only use runway 1230, but they had to, I believe, shut down the 8s. Now, 26 could fly off, but 12, they had to shut the 8s down. I guess they figured out a way to use more runways. 9, they just throw a land and hold short. So interesting. Interesting indeed. All right, so beautiful day down there. Scattered clouds, no ceilings. So hey, let's enjoy, shall we? And for now, I am going to go ahead, plan us onto VATSIM. Bear with me 1 second while I get the information that requires. Double check. I am going to bump us up to a 1:15 departure. Okay, and file. Connect. First off, I am really trying and hoping people will do this. Kind of zoom in where you're gonna pop in, folks. Make sure people aren't there to help alleviate, because it's easier to move before you come on than once you are on. All right, there's the obligatory PDC. Pre-departure clearance from clearance. All right, we'll get into that right now real quick because I'll need to do a couple things. And then we're going to get this plane ready to go. Okay, so according to the departure clearance, American 1642, that is us, cleared, oh, wait a minute. Destination, okay, via the DDANY 3, Danny Coastal 2, Miami, 29,7741. When I get a squawk like that, I always set the back numbers first to inadvertently miss the emergency channel. I don't like it when they're in the 7.7s and 7.6s, but it is what it is. So we are cleared. Let's see. Cleared Danny 3 departure. DDANY transition. Climb via SID. Expect flight level 290. 10 minutes after departing. Departure frequency while we're here, 124-800. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. And 124-300. Who is 124-300? Oh, okay. So approach or departure in our case is 124.8. Wow. I've never seen them that close. Well, not like I fly every day, so. All right, so 124.8 confirmed. Okay, tower. 124.3 confirmed. All right.
1548 ready, go at Freeshila. 48, wind 070 at 1. Land center on 1. Take off.
I'm trying to find a quiet channel.
Joe, Freeshila, lifting off. 1548.
I know a way to make it quiet. Stand by. There we go. Just got to remember to turn it back up. All right, so I've turned it down. So again, we're on the DDANY transition, climb via the SID, 29,000, 10 minutes after departure. We got our frequencies all set. One more check to make sure who's where what. Okay, tower. Okay, let's get this bird ready to go. What do you say? I may be pretty quiet, so I'm going to be working pretty quick to get this plane going. But I'll try to explain a little bit as we go along. Okay. I'm not sure I'm liking the lightings. Let me go all out. I really do not want to turn on. Oh, well, that'll have to do. All right, flight recorder I've opened, so
Orlando Tower, good evening, November Charlie Romeo Mike Victor at Signature Aviation Information Papa, ready to taxi. November Charlie Romeo Mike Victor, Orlando Tower, runway 36.
hang on, that just is way too quiet.
Charlie Romeo Mike Victor.
Okay. Not what I expected. Okay, good, good, good. Align. Align. 6 minutes.
Delta 1548, contact departure, we'll see ya. Departure, see ya, Delta 1548.
Okay. Down to the middle. Cross feed check. Good. Fuel pumps off. Coming down. We're on ground power. All looks good. Lighting set. Emergency lights armed. Take care of the passenger signs here momentarily. Window heat's on. Trim air's on. Recirculating valves are on. Packs are in auto. Isolation open. Engine bleeds on. APU off. 29,000 we said. 30 and yeah, we'll go 0 because I know it's like 9 feet above sea level. Lighting set. Okay. Okay, we're still good till May 14. Entering here in a minute. Posit Airport KMCO. Believe today is an odd day, so we'll use the left side. That's just a system I've come up with depending on the day of the week, or the day, if it's an odd or an even day. I was which one I'll choose from. They're both the same. Route. I get this in here quickly, so when it gets to 0 on the alignment, it aligns.
Approach runway
3232, Orlando Tower, wind 070 at 12,
Okay,
right, clear
so
land.
we're aligning and everything else looks good. All right, so let's get over here and 160, 8800, 128. I like to verify my information. 128, 694, 12,710 pounds of fuel confirmed. Activate. Here comes the jet, and all of this starts to work automatically. It's pretty cool what Zibo came up with. All right, and the fuel truck will be out there here shortly, and we'll commence fueling. Okay, while we're here,
JetBlue 2352, wind 070 at 12, RNAV J Wolf, runway 35 left, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, JetBlue, runway. Clear for takeoff, runway 35 left, JetBlue 2352. Have a good night. Citation Charlie Romeo, Mike Victor, wind 070 at 12, RNAV Coyote, runway 36 left, clear for takeoff. RNAV Coyote, 36 left, clear for takeoff, Charlie Romeo, Mike Victor.
okay, it shouldn't be much. 12,000, so we'll put 6,000 ish into each tank. Okay, load. Activate, execute. Okay. Cruise, wind, uplink ready. Good. Okay, so again, a lot of this is tied with SimBrief. So it, again, behooves to learn a little bit about Zibo so you can use these tools. They're great. All right, so let's go to departure arrival. Looks like 35 left will be our departure. DDANY. And is there, I'm just checking DDANY real quick. And then coastal. Okay, we'll just leave it as is. Okay, stepping off. Okay, now we're going to do the arrival, Miami. Is there anybody up down there yet? Dadgummit.
JetBlue 2352, contact departure, sit. Contact departure, JetBlue.
No. Okay, so
Citation Charlie Romeo, Mike Victor, contact departure, good day. Contact departure, Charlie Romeo, Mike Victor.
yeah, we'll do 1-2. What the heck? From Gloria. Okay. Okay, one more time. Awesome. Okay, we have this discontinuity to clear.
American 3232, safe parking. One sec. Airside 2 parking, American 3232. American 3232, roger, taxi to parking via November, Juliet, Lima, Kilo, cross runway 35 left at Kilo. India, November, Juliet, Lima, Kilo.
There we go. Now, see, that's why I do this, folks. There is a method to my madness. You all are probably still hearing that. Hang on. Here we go. All right, so that's the method is why I do this. I want to make sure we're not going to end up in a situation I'm not ready for. Creed, Espresso, Yepa, Rec, Bajota, and Coastal. Then the Yakko, Ziggy, Bonefish. Okay, Fendi, Gucci, Bly, Mai, Romani, Madonna, Capone, Chum, Vectors to Gloria, and then Piano, Vepco, and then VKZ is our missed approach. Cool. Works for me. All right. Now with that done, gonna head to SimBrief real quick. Get my takeoff information. 35 left, long taxi 070. Okay. Okay, first thing we need to do is request performance information. All it's going to do is fill in the blocks. That's it. Just so you're aware, that's all it does. When you click load, you won't even have to execute. However, you do need to get your what you need for our alternate, which is right back here. So basically, that's where a lot of our fuel is to go down to come back. All right, briefing, fuel will be okay. 29. Okay. Now, the winds, they are pretty close. I'm showing 02 at 19, 29. Hey, we'll take whatever they give us. That's pretty good. Let's go to N1 limits. This is the toughest one because, you know, in the past, we never had anything to go to figure these out. SimBrief has a way now. If you just go to your SimBrief flight plan, you've got performance and tools. You got to fill everything in, but it'll give you the information. Or you can click take off performance at the top. That's what I did. We're taking off 243 for our select D-rated temperature takeoff. And climb 2. Cool. That all looks good. 144, 146. Okay, go to the takeoff page. Click CG, go to the next page. Runways winds are 070. Diagonal 12. Runway slope. You can get that from charts or or from Sim Toolkit. Runway heading is that right? 5? Sure is. Dry runway, everything else looks good. Next page. All right. Okay. Next page, we need flaps 5. And we're going with 144. 146. And 153. Now let me explain the difference here. All right. All right, now the QRH is what the system generated with the numbers we have. What we got from SimBrief has the speeds increased to improve our climb limits. I'll be honest, I get by the words what they're trying to say, but in reality, I have no idea what they're trying to say. So I'm going to go with their numbers. Now, you're more than welcome to use the 140, 140, 143. It'll work. I'm just going to follow with what it would have came out our ACARs, and I'm just following what dispatch generated on their side. Okay. And that, folks, gets us ready to start thinking about getting this plane going. If I can get to the right page. First things first, get that APU going. Okay. That way we can start loading our people. And expect it to fall to about 5 or 4 here on your EGT. Okay, when the blue light comes on, we can go to the generator. Okay, we're now on inboard power and air. Switch our DC, AC, DC switch to APU. APU is on, and that means we can bounce over here real quick. Okay, now fuel, catering, and baggage, which usually we let you see, they're done. Hint, PAX boarding will begin. Set chime switch to on. Okay, coming up. Oh, went too far. So used to that. Chime on. And momentarily we'll see 1% loaded of 160. PAX boarding, 1%. All right, I'm going to bring things back online because we're getting very close. Okay. Last but not least, we have to set this front control panel here, middle control panel. However, MCP, whatever, that thing has to be set. So Just going through the checklist from where we were. Altimeters. $30.17. That is a no, they're not on yet, and I'll show you. Bear with me. See, we're only at 12%. She'll say it again and close the door. Also, while I'm here, let's set our 400 feet there, 30, 17, 40 over 400 over there. Okay. Flight directors on. Okay, we're going to set the IAS to whatever V2 is, in this case, 153 plus 10. Runway heading 005. We are going to be most likely cleared for takeoff. VRNAV go hum. Or wherever he says, or runway heading. One of the two. But either way, even if he gives us 36, we're going to go home. And that's simple. All we got to do is do a quick move the link up. Likes, okay. 05, initial. What was our initial? Altitude 290. Climb via the SID. Okay. Initial top altitude 7,000. I'll show you where I got that here in a second, because this caught us off guard once. Vegas was the place, and I'm very grateful the guy was gracious to us to let us realize our mistake. Okay.
Good evening, Frontier Flight 1141, information Papa, ready for taxi 36 right. Frontier Flight 1141, Orlando Tower, runway 36 right, taxi via Charlie.
Gears down, 3 green.
Charlie, Frontier Flight 1141.
Okay, spoilers down, flaps up, and verified on the gauge. Parking brake set, fuel cut off, yaw damper on. Let me read that again. Contact tower for taxi. For taxi. Okay, there it is. Got it. Sorry. I always like to ask when in doubt. Okay, we're ready to go. I don't know about you all. We're just waiting on these peeps to load in. We're at 50%. Hey, how's your Tuesday going? Hope well. Hope Bad Attitude has arrived in Eham, Amsterdam, Schiphol. That's really cool that he's got a Lua script for that. That's pretty cool. Huh, man. Oh. I'm going, it's really quiet out here, but I forgot we already got rid of the ground power. There goes Frontea. Oh, he got 3-6 right. I wonder if we're going to get it. Well, we're going to take this time to not forget to start our ACARS program. We do that quite a bit. Booking Wing 1. Where is that? Oh, Airside 1, I'll bet. I have no idea where that is.
All aircraft information, Quebec, now current, altimeter 3018.
Getting there. Them last stragglers that always cause problems. So, been a rainy, well, not real. It's been an off and on rainy day here in St. Louis. We've had some severe weather. It sounds like maybe a tornado south of us in Potosi. It's a very small one, but yet hit school in session. So thankfully, no injuries and all. But wow, one of those days, and it was a day they really were thinking we could see severe weather, but really weren't thinking tornadoes, and yet one spun up. So, folks, take heed when severe weather is in your area. You never know. So, interesting day nonetheless. Oh, they should have them on board by now. Nope. Quebec. Let's see if anything changed. I know our clearance didn't change. Information Quebec.
Frontier Flight 1141, you ready to go?
We'll need 1 second for Frontier Flight 1141.
Roger.
She interrupted us. Hang on, let me see if the door closed. Good, she's done. All right, let's do it.
Tower Frontier Flight 1141, ready for departure.
Frontier Flight 1141, winds 080 at 9er, RNAV fax from my 36 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV fax, 36 right, clear for takeoff, Frontier Flight 1141.
Looks like we're ready to go. Hope you all are. Brakes off.
Orlando Tower, Connie 412, final approach runway 36 left. Connie 412, Orlando Tower, wind 080 at 9er, runway 36 left, clear to land. 36 left, clear to land, Connie 412 heavy. Frontier Flight 1141, contact departure, good day.
Departure Frontier Flight 1141, good night. Tower, good evening, Air Canada 1449 is at 93, ready for push and start.
Air Canada 1449, Orlando Tower, push and start on the ramp at pilots risk, advise ready for taxi.
Call you back for taxi, Air Canada 1449.
Just want to verify where I am. I think it's 58. Yeah, 58. Okay.
Connie 412 heavy, safe parking. We're going to park over here on the west side of the airfield at the cargo ramps, Connie 412. Connie 412 heavy, roger, taxi to the ramp via Alpha, good night. Taxi to the ramp via Alpha, Connie 412, have a great night.
And Orlando Tower, American 16. Oh, man. Good evening, Tower, American 1642. Stand 58, ready to taxi.
American 1642, Orlando Tower, runway 35 left, taxi via Charlie Echo Golf.
Charlie Echo Golf for American 1642.
Orlando Tower, Air Canada 1449 with Quebec at spot 93, ready for taxi.
Air Canada 1449, runway 35 left, taxi via Echo Golf.
Echo Golf to 35 left, Air Canada 1449.
Air Canada 1449, going the wrong way. You can turn right on Hotel 4 there. Right back on the hotel and hold short echo.
Okay, right on Hotel 4, and then you want us to make a right on Hotel Air Canada 1449?
That's affirm, and then hold short taxiway echo. 35 left is at the bottom.
Hope I see that. See our error now, Air Canada 1449. Apologies.
No worries. Air Canada 1449 is going to be an American Boeing 737 from your right side. You can follow him on Gulf.
American 1642 will follow the Air Canada.
American 1642 negative. The Air Canada is going to follow you.
Oh, got it. We'll make that right turn, hopefully, on Gulf.
Air Canada is throwing shade.
Okay, we're set to go here. We just got a quick rudder check that I want to do, and then we'll blank that lower cam, and we'll be ready to go. Reject, actually, I think we're good. Let's just go ahead. Okay, we're ready to go. And Tower American 1642 will be ready at the end.
American 1642, roger, wind 080 at 9er, RNAV, go home, runway 35 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV, go home, clear for takeoff, 35 left, American 1642.
Tower Air Canada 1449, we'll be ready to go and see American departs.
American 1449, roger, runway 35 left, line up a wait behind the departing.
Line up wait, 35 left, Air Canada 1449.
Whoa, easy, girl, easy.
American 1642, contact departure, good night.
Over to departure, American 1642, thanks. Good evening, departure, American 1642 off Orlando, direct go home through 1600.
American 1642, Orlando departure, climb maintain 7,000.
Continuing to 7,000, American 1642.
American 1642, climb maintain 16,000.
Continuing to 16,000 American 1642.
Orlando departure, good evening. Air Canada 1449, climbing through 2000 for flight level 160.
Air Canada 1449, Orlando departure, radar contact, climb maintain 16,000.
Up to 16,000 American, or Air Canada 1449, sorry about that.
Everybody went home. We'll be in Unicom here shortly.
American 1642, Miami Center offline, services terminated, frequency change approved.
All right, American 1642 over to Unicom. Thanks for the great ATC there in Orlando. Have a great night.
Hey, as well, sir. See ya.
Oh, wow. We just lost everything at Orlando. They must have had something going on tonight. All right. Well, we're climbing to flight level 290 after I double check my information. 290 it is. I hope y'all enjoyed. That is a fun departure out of Orlando. A long taxi, yes, but again, I kind of figured they were going to scoot us there. Just kind of figured that one. But that was great. I mean, great work. It's been a long time since I've done this at night. Well, albeit we did it a couple weeks ago or days ago, actually. But we're on our way, and I am going to now the cool thing that I have been finding with Zibo, you saw the auto ground work at work. The announcements have been automated, so you don't have to do them. Come over to the panel, click on them. Or at least that's what I've found. That's why they're not working for me. That's pretty cool. So we're making our way to Miami as we speak. Let's go ahead, put that up there real quick. And currently, we're about 22 minutes out. So I'm glad to have y'all aboard. Again, thoughts were going through my head, not because ATC was up, but Um, just I have somebody out there that would love me to do a flight um, on X-Plane 12's ATC, showing the whole thing. They were having some issues. Um, I guess with it, I'll have to go back, read the post again. I have it saved. Um, I really thought about that on this flight. But I also thought about, it is kind of fun to have ATC. I'm just trying to unwind from today at work. Mainly my body hurts, but, also clear the mind, clear everything. Um, so, getting back to work after 11 months, it's a little on the rough side. So, yeah, it's just a lot of aches and pains right now, and working through it mentally. All right, so top of climb is up ahead. Now let's look at this coastal 2 to make sure. Oh man. And a little bit because of the aches and pains and all on the body, it is starting to also get me to where I'm a little on the sleepy side. So that might explain why we were zigzagging across the. No, it just too much rudder input and all of that. No, rudder pedals would not help, as some are saying out there. So well, sit back and relax, folks. That's what I'm doing right now, and enjoy a nice run at night. Let me see how the sound is for you. Okay. Now you kind of get an idea why I'm not a fan of night flying. Can't really see the livery up here. And I'm going to go ahead. Give the airline a few more dollars and let the people get up, stretch their legs, go to the restroom so they can buy more booze. Actually, I think everything now you have to pay for, sodas and everything. Azul rated us. Hey, welcome in. Welcome, Azul. Hope you're having a wonderful time. Hope your stream went well. And glad to have you all aboard. My name's Flying with Mike. Been in the flight sim industry some 25, 26, 27 years. Started with flight sim 20 or 2000. Sorry, I had to mind just went in and progressed through them all up to FSX, and like everyone waited the 13 years. In that 13 years, we did switch over to X-Plane, and not switching back. So welcome aboard. We've been streaming for about 5 years. Yeah, it's a long stream. Shock Twitch lets us do it. There's a new update indeed, Mr. Azul. Yes, X-Plane is now beta 4. So far, so good. I kind of like it. Although, other than the ATC thing, I never can tell what they updated. I mean, I got it in text, but I personally can't see it. Now, the cloud thing I could see if it were daylight. But anyway, yeah, there is a new update. And so far, so great. I love it. ZIBO updated a couple days ago to 4.0. And finally, after a much break, I'm sure needed on their part. And everything seems great. Just loving it. I would download it. You know, the flight factor issue that you saw us have Sunday, folks, that goes back quite a ways. And I can attest to that because we were flying, I think the first time was before Homestead. Anyway, it was, we ran across it earlier, much earlier. So it's been around in the 1.3, 1.4 days. And this was my first flight with it Sunday in quite a while. All right, who's pinging up in front of me? Let's find out. Really? They're not going to be anybody? They're hiding. So I recommend downloading it, but I get it. Those that hang with the release client, I get it. Totally get it. All right, let's get set up for top of descent here because it is upon us already. All right. Okay, per the Coastal 2, we need to be above 24,000 feet at Expresso, which we're about to cross. 15, 13, let's do 16. Let's do 13. Okay, now there's a couple of ways you can descend this aircraft. You can first click descent, or if you're on the other version of the FMC they have, click RNAV and next page till you get to the descent page. It looks like this. First off, go to forecast, click request descent winds. We got plenty of time. Second, this is one way through the FMC. Second way, set your altitude, use altitude INTV up here. Third way, just wait for it, and she'll descend when she gets past the TD. And it looks like we're going to have descent winds. And it looks like we're going down. Third way is what we did. You would have seen descent now here, or like I said, we could have clicked up there, or just wait for it. Yep, then rec at 16, correction, above 15 and above 13 at Bajota. Coastal below 16. There you have it. Now, we got one other thing we can do here. Click INT ref. See, there goes the announcements automatically. Isn't that cool? Do we have any speed restrictions? Yes. Okay, we're coming over wreck. We're almost there, folks. These are the kinds of flights that if you're looking to fly, you really don't have an excuse. There's a whole litany of them in Europe. But for those that like the US and don't want to deal with Europe, you have this Orlando, Miami, Memphis, St. Louis, Memphis, Nashville, Memphis, Little Rock with FedEx. Just a lot of short routes out there. Even to an extent, Vegas, going from LA to Vegas or back. It's a pretty short haul run. It may take you a little over an hour, but there are these lovely short hauls, Miami, Nassau, Miami, Fort Myers, and so forth. I mean, I could list off so many. Don't even start me up in the Northeast, where the old air shuttles used to run. Okay, getting everything set up here, our minimums, our altimeter. Sorry, folks. Now, a lot of flights, the wing lights that are on the side of the plane, they'll turn those off so that those sitting by them, the glare goes down. Even though the shades are down, the glare can still get you. So they'll shut them off and then turn them back on when they get, when they need to start saying, hey, it's time to wake up. Okay, I've got it set to 11,000. We'll stay there until Fendi and then start our descent to 6,000. Fun day. And Ziggy is 250. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this. This really helped me a lot tonight. This nice little short haul, and I hope you enjoy. We'll be on the ground here in a few minutes. I think it's showing like 6 minutes, give or take. Not sure yet where we're gonna park. Um, yeah, looks like company traffic on our on their way to Charlotte. Okay, we're making our descent now to 6,000 at Madonna.
Traffic American 2648, taxiing runway 8 right via Mike Papa, Miami. Miami traffic American 2444 is taxiing runway 8 right Miami.
All right, we're setting up. Capone at 4,000. Matter of fact, we're going to kind of help it along.
Traffic American 2424 is departing runway 8 right Miami.
Okay, we're getting close. Now there's our runway in the distance. And Miami traffic, American 1642, approximately 14 miles, intercepting the ILS runway 12.
Traffic, American 2648, that's vacated, runway right, Miami.
Okay, time to get into it. Plane's mine. Miami traffic, American 1642, 5-mile final, 12. And Miami traffic, Atlanta American 1642s off 12 to the American terminals. All right, welcome to Miami. Hope you enjoyed the ride. It was a fun one. Not sure what the landing was yet. We'll find out. All right, let's take care of that. 380, not bad. That's by the way, VAMSIS, which is Virtual American's pi repping system. 8 cars, if you will. I'm just going to head over real quick. I'm always curious my points. All right, so 410 points. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. All right. Let's see what's going on over here. Okay, passengers are unloading, as is cargo. There you have it, folks. ZIBO. All of that's automated except for me putting the chocks and the GPU on. The rest of it is automatic, and I love it. And the aircraft is free. It's a free aircraft in XP12 that, in my opinion, and I have flown in FSX, the PMDG 737, all over the place. Every country that I could think of, everywhere. This is better, in my opinion. And the fact that it's free doesn't help, doesn't hurt it that much at all. So, but anyway, let's get in here and start seeing how we did on the flight. Get the right screen for me. All right, there's Elevatech completing. Okay, they got us at 374, 132 knots. That's not bad. 1.4 Gs for 1-2. Nice. A runway I don't normally go, but it was fun. Always is. Okay, let's bring in some toolkit now. They're usually either pretty hard on us or very nice to us. It's rare that they're real nice to us. And this is one of those cases. Okay, so there's the route. Very obvious, very simple, down the coast, the Atlantic coast. Let's do the details, and this will be the details you're used to, the 1-hour flight, 167, the basics. That's usually what you get. But we're going to get the full landing report. This will actually show you where you landed. I am very happy with that. Wow. Holy mackerel. Okay, now visually, we do our best to aim here. Now, granted, at night, you may not be able to see it, so we work with the VASIs and the PAPIs, depending on the runway, and to get in. Now, I ended up low quite a bit, and that kind of irked me. So, but anyway, to be able to pull it off, land 1,570 feet down the runway, 16 feet off the center line. I'm tickled with 187 feet per minute. I'm going to go more with the 350. I think she probably popped that runway a little harder than that. But overall, really good numbers. All right. And this is the big thing I like, seeing where I touch down, so I can try to find it in me to fix this. Okay, now the reason we're not seeing American over here like this one, I got to put this aircraft in there, that's all. Same with this one. And I thought that one was in there. I'll have to go in, double check. All right, so, but anyway, that was fun. I hope y'all enjoyed. I sure did. And there we are at Miami. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead, wrap it up tonight, folks. I hope you all have a great day. We had a great raid from Azul. Thank you, sir. Bad Attitudes stopped in there a couple hours ago. And we had quite a bit of a great, just a great stream today. And it was just a very simple 180-mile flight from Mickey World down to South Beach, as Patch Edwards mentioned in the beginning. And somehow I don't know how. All right, well, we're going to call it. Hope you all had a great night. We had good ATC in Orlando, and we're going to call it and head to bed. Y'all have a great night. God bless you all. We'll see you on the next flight.